You find the scariest things when you're cleaning my toys in the attic. Ooh. Like a dead animal. Ooh. God. Dead fashion trends. Ew! Will you just keep looking until you find the golden nuggets? The things that you threw away oh so long ago are suddenly important again. And that's what we're going to be doing on Trailer Park today. Hi, I'm Debbie Rochon, and we're going to be looking at the best, the worst, and the weirdest horror and sci-fi movie trailers of all time. In this episode, we like to call
Trailers in the Attic.
Oh. Let's see what we have in here. Oh my God. It's Mr. Bobbins. Oh my God, Mr. Bobbins. Oh, my treasured friend from my childhood. I can't believe I forgot about you. Sometimes you find something that just brings back such good memories from the past. And sometimes you find something that doesn't bring good memories from the past, and you can realize why you forgot about it. Like this trailer from the forgotten film, The Brain Machine, directed by Ken Hughes, who would later go on to direct a film that you may remember from your childhood, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
What's this, Mum?
An electroencephalograph. It records the electrical activity of the brain. And this way we can tell whether the brain is working properly. And if not, we can get some idea of what's wrong with it. They look the same, don't they?
Yes, they do.
This one was taken from a man named Jarrett, a psychotic who killed 4 people. This one belongs to a man called Frank Smith, who walked out of this hospital last night.
Dr. Allen wanted in radiography. Dr. Allen wanted in radiography.
We have a complete medical history of this man. We even have a picture of his brain. We don't really know anything about it. If you're thinking of taking the law into your own hands...
I'm not going to waste time thinking about it.
No, God, let the police take care of this man.
Get out of it.
Stop it!
Now, listen to me, Smith. Whatever you've done, it won't be as bad as murder. Nobody in their right senses wants to kill anyone, no matter what they've done to them.
Smith, if only you...
Shut up! Now get away from that door.
Yes, oh, I remember Mr. Bobbins. 1 sugar, no milk. There you go. No spoons today. This reminds me of such a simpler time in our lives. A time of innocence. A time of joy and happiness. A time of glowing red eyes and hypnotic stares and... No, wait a second. That was a movie. It was a movie, Mr. Bobbins. Village of the Damned. It was released in 1960. And never before had children been portrayed that way. You see, up until then, children are always sweet little cuties that just wanted to be coddled and loved. But Village of the Damned changed all that. Oh, yes, it did. It started a whole new series of demonic seed movies, including titles like The Exorcist, The Omen.
Science fiction has never imagined so strange or terrifying a story as that of the village of Midwich, England, cut off from life as we know it by some mysterious force. And later, at one and the same time, a child was born to every woman in the village. Children that grew to look like this, beautiful youngsters behind whose fiery, hypnotic eyes lurked the demon forces of another world.
They're not human. They ought to be destroyed.
Forces put to such sinister use that it became a national emergency.
We are gathered here as advisors, as scientists, as government experts.
Have we established anything about the origins of these children?
There is the possibility of the transmission of energy.
Let me get this straight. You imply that these children may be the result of impulses directed towards us from somewhere in the universe?
What we need is time to investigate.
Are you aware of life on another planet? Why are you so nervous when an aircraft flies above you?
Until recently, we haven't been able to make our control reach as far as a high aircraft.
Well, now you have, is that it?
Today, their control reaches out into space. Tomorrow, will it girdle the globe?
There's nothing you can do to stop us. Leave us alone.
Oh, Mr. Bobbins. Mr. Bobbins. I just went to go get some tea, and now I can't find Mr. Bobbins. Oh, my God! Mr. Bobbins! Oh. So much for revisiting my childhood. Not that it was that great the first time. But we can revisit trailers! Roger Corman's 1962 anthology of Edgar Allan Poe stories, Tales of Terror.
Every drop of blood feels the freezing paralysis of fear, almost stopping your heart, as Edgar Allan Poe unfolds his tales of terror.
You will meet the master of the mansion, who loved and protected his wife with the strength of a supernatural love, even beyond life itself.
I am in command here. You will do as I say. I shall take what I desire. Your body and your soul, if I demand it.
I've heard enough. Help!
Then you'll enjoy the Black Cat's sardonically humorous tale. It all started at the Vintners Convention, where the lover of wine met the professional wine taster and introduced him to his wife, a darling who delighted in dalliance.
What kind of a man are you anyway? Make love to my wife and doesn't even talk to me.
You're insane.
That may be, but very clever.
Help! Help! Help!
In this monstrous mausoleum of the living, you will witness fury far worse than a woman scorned. The fury of a dead woman's jealousy.
Nice to Mr. Chippy. Well, Mr. Bobbins didn't make it, so he's off to the dump with the rest of my severed Barbie doll heads. But that doesn't mean that you can go anywhere. There's plenty more scream cleaning to do still. So stick around for more Trailer Park. really stuck in here. What's this? Guess I really need to let you out of the trailer more often. Sex sells, especially to the brain dead. So whenever a producer or director wants to make a little extra cash, it always pays to raise the skirts, lower the necklines, or just do away with that pesky clothing altogether, as we learned in these films we like to call...
It's for art. Really?
Take our good friends at Hammer Films, for instance. In the 1970s, they weren't doing all that well. Their films started to tank at the box office, and their biggest star, Christopher Lee, refused to act in any more Dracula retreads. So what's a studio to do? Easy. Make a movie about a young, sexy, lesbian vampire. Add a whole bunch of nudity, little bit of violence, and call it The Vampire Lovers.
Come with us if you dare into a twilight world of unspeakable horror.
You must die. Everybody must die.
Sample, if you dare, the deadly passion of the vampire lovers. The vampire lovers. Perverted creatures of the night find their victims everywhere. The unsuspecting merrymakers in glittering ballrooms with their young and tender throats. The sleeping beauties whose troubled dreams turn into real, terrifying nightmares.
It was a cat! A huge cat!
For God's sake, save her! For the vampire lovers. No escape till their evil hearts are stilled for all eternity. If one remains, yes, even one, there will be thousands more. Beware. Beware the cold caress, the kiss that kills. Beware the vampire lovers.
Where's Braindead Barry? He never helps me clean. What was that? Oh, Braindead, I'm so sorry. Well, don't worry. You'll learn to love again. Now, why don't you go bury it in the backyard with your other friends? Another production team that wasn't afraid to sex it up was Monty Berman and Robert Baker. This English producing duo was notorious for making two versions of every film. The first was a tame version meant for general release. The second was a wild continental version with full frontal nudity and loads of violence. One of the films that got the duo's dual treatment was 1959's The Fiendish Ghouls.
Defilers of the dead.